Hello guys, in this video we will be writing few C programs. Okay, so first we'll see few control statement programs and then later we'll see some looping program. So we'll write a first program to check if the number is even or odd. So this is the first program that we will be writing. So it's very simple program. So all we'll do is take input from the user and check if that number is even or not. So first I have to create a variable called as number, because whatever the user gives input I have to store it in the variable, right? So I'll be storing in this variable, and then I'm going to print some statement, input statement. So I'm going to say enter a number or something like this. So the user has to, and this is a prompting message for entering a number. Then using scanf I will be accepting that number. So I'll say %d, and then I have to store it in address of my variable called number. Now after this, once I got my number, so I have to check if the number is even or not. So how do I know if the even number is even or not? If the number is divisible by 2, so we say it's even. So that means divisible by 2 means the remainder should be 0. So that is the case that we will be checking. So I'll be saying here if, and then in bracket my condition is number mod 2 is equal to 0. That is, if it is divisible by 0, then I'm going to say printf slash n, and I'm going to say %d is a even number, and then I'm going to display my number saying that that number is an even number. Else, that is, if this condition is false, that means that it is an odd number. So I'm going to say, I'm just going to copy same statement and I'm just going to replace that the number is odd number. So this is the very simple program to get user input and check if the number is even or odd. So now if I run this program, so there is no error, so it is successfully built. So now you can see the console have run up. So enter a number, so I'm going to say 5. So it says 5 is an odd number, so the program is working. So this was the very simple program. So next we will try to write another program for control statement. So in control statement we are going to write a program to check if the character is vowel or not. For now we will consider only lowercase character. So for now we'll see only lowercase character if it is present or not. Okay, so for that I'll create a character variable, because I'm inputting a character and I'm displaying a character and I'm doing whatever operations with respect to character. So I'll create a character variable, and then I will display a prompting message for input. So I'm going to say enter a character. So this is a prompting message to enter a character. So I have to input a character. So to input a character, the format string is %c, and I'm going to store in address of variable c. So once I get this, then I have to check. So how do you say it's an vowel? So characters like a, e, I, o and u are known as your vowels, right? So these characters are your vowels. So we have to check if the given input is one of this. So to use for checking one of this, we will be using logical OR, and the expression is very simple. We are checking equality. So I'll say if c is equal to character a, or c is equal to character e, or c is equal to character I, or c is equal to character o, or c is equal to character u. So if it is any one among this, then I'm going to print saying that the character %c, I'll display the character also, and I'll say is vowel, and then I'm going to display c. Else, if this is false, so what it should print? It should print the character %c is not a vowel. So this is the simple program to check if a given character input is in vowel or not. Now we have considered only lowercase. If we had to check for uppercase, then we had to add extra cases here, saying ch is equal to capital A, or ch is equal to capital E, or ch is equal to capital I, or ch is equal to capital O, or ch is capital U. So you have to add this extra if you are checking for uppercase also. So now let us run this program. Okay, there is some okay, it's not ch, my bad, it is c. The variable name is c, not ch. So now let us run this. Okay, so there is no error and we got the console here. So if I'm going to say A, the character is vowel. I'm going to rerun this and then I'm going to check H. It says the character H is not vowel. So we have successfully written the program to check if the character is vowel or not. So now we'll write another one program, that is to write a program to check largest between three numbers, and we are getting all the input from the users. So write a program to find the largest of three numbers. Okay, so this is the program what we will be writing. So to check for largest of three numbers, first I need three numbers as input. So I'll create three variables. I'll say num1, n1, n2 and n3. So I got three numbers input. Then I'll be displaying a prompting message to enter the input, like enter the, or I'll say enter three integer numbers. So this is a prompting message so that the user will understand he has to enter three integers. Now I have to get that input from my console. So it is three integer values. So I'm going to give 3%d and then I'm going to give three variable so that three values will be stored in three respective variables. Yes. So here we got input, we got 3%, that is we said scan for three integers value from the console and we'll store in three different variables. Now after that we have to check the condition for n1 being greater, then we will check condition for n2 being greater, and then we will check for n3 being greater. If all fails, that means it is equal, all are equal, right? So let us look at this example, or we don't want equal for now, we just have to check which is greater. Okay, so I'll say if my number one, that is n1, greater than n2, I'll say greater than or equal to n2, and I'll say and n1 is greater than or equal to n3, and then I'm going to say printf, I'm going to say %d is the largest, and here I'm going to display n1 because n1 is the largest, since n1 is greater than n2 and n1 is greater than n3. Then I'll give else if, that is I have another condition saying L2 is greater than n3 and n2 is greater than or equal to n1. So n2 is greater than both n3 and n1. Then I'm going to copy the same thing saying that it is the largest number, but provided here I'm going to say n2 is the largest, else I will print n3 is the largest. Since both the cases is false, that means it's obvious n3 is the largest. So now let us try to run this program. So here I got this console running. Okay, so here I have my console running. So enter three integers. I'm going to say 4, 7 and 3. So it is going to say 7 is the largest, since it goes to the second condition where it checks this is the largest. So you can see. So we have successfully written three programs in our control statement. Next video we'll be writing programs for loops.